Everybody was having a good time. And around his second song, the first shot rang out.
Our partners with multiple agencies have responded to reports of an active shooter situation at the Mandalay Bay.
As I'm running up to the front doors of the emergency room, it was one of those, okay, it's real, it's going on.
It seemed like everyone was there to help. You know, it wasn't one man for himself, I mean, it was just everyone coming together.
One gentleman, he was shot in the leg, and I had a wheelchair, and as I get in the wheelchair, he's like, no, take somebody else. They need it more than me, I'll be okay.
To the families and friends of the victims, know that we'll do everything we can to help you and our city heal. We are Vegas strong.
I've never seen so many people come out and just help. I mean, we had volunteers from all over.
Beyond the lights, you see the sincerity in mankind of our Vegas Valley.
They're just doing it for the families to show that we do care, and we just want to show that Vegas has not forgot you.
The whole Vegas strong kind of fits because we've all pulled together as a community.
We love you, Las Vegas. We just want you to be strong. Vegas strong.
October 1st, 2017 is the day our community became Vegas strong. And tonight, we will focus on that strength.
To the 58 lives lost at the Route 91 Harvest Festival, we honor you tonight. Our neighbors all over the valley are doing the same. Fox 5's Tiana Bonner is at the Las Vegas sign where 58 crosses pay tribute to their lives. But we begin with Faith Tanner to show us the remembrance wall at the Healing Garden downtown.
Yeah, over the last year, the Healing Garden here in downtown Las Vegas has become a special place for our community to honor the victims of the 1 October tragedy and also reflect on that tragic night. And the Healing Garden now has a new look and structures that are designed to last a lot longer than the original wood wall. These new remembrance walls hold pictures of the 58 victims, their names written on plaques, as well as 58 stars. People are still welcome to come down here and hang items and place them on the wall as they pay tribute to the victims. Now, people have been stopping by the garden here in downtown Las Vegas all throughout the weekend. We've seen survivors and families of the victims. Some have traveled here from all over the country. They tell us it is hard to be back in Las Vegas right now, but they are so grateful to all of the people that worked on the Healing Garden and made it a place where they can honor their loved ones and find comfort. Now, tomorrow there will be 2 ceremonies here at the Healing Garden. The first one is at 6:30. That will be the remembrance wall being dedicated, and then at 10:05 the mayor will be here to read the names of the 58 people who lost their lives 1 year ago. Reporting live, Faith Tanner, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
Last year, the Chicago man who makes and sets up crosses at the scenes of every mass shooting came to town and put 58 crosses at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign.
The tribute to the victims became a makeshift memorial site, and this weekend, Greg Zanis made 58 more crosses. He set them up once again near the sign. Fox 5's Tiana Bonner is out there live tonight.
Yeah, John, Christine, 58 crosses put out here on Friday. I want to show you a closer look at one of them. This one right here is for Eric Silva. People have been allowed to leave flowers and write messages to the families. Some of them say things like forever in our hearts, honor the 58, but not all 58 are still here. There's just about 35 left. That's because families of the victims are coming by to pick up their crosses to take home. When we talked to the man who built these, Greg Zanis, on Friday, he told us the first set that he brought here right after 1 October went to the Clark County Museum. Since then, he's been in touch with several families who said they wanted to keep their crosses, so that's one of the reasons he's back in town. We've seen a lot of people coming here to pay their respects, and we're with one local couple right now. Can you guys come over here for me? Tell me a little bit about why you folks wanted to come here tonight.
As far as the response from the original incident, from the city, it's been one of the most powerful things in our lives. You can't replace something like that. You can't.
You were getting emotional when you were looking at these crosses. What's going through your mind as you put your hand on each one?
As far as the families go, what they're going through, what they plan for the future without these victims, it's unbelievable. This city's response is unreal.
When you heard that the man who created these crosses came back and made an entirely duplicate set, what was your reaction to that?
I couldn't believe it. I thought I was reading like a duplicate post and had to double check that he really put his heart out there and responded like this. This is Vegas Strong. Coming from Chicago or wherever, this is support for our community. And whether it be for my friend's mom, who we lost in that incident, or the 57 other people that were lost, this is our community, and this is what we need to do. We need to be here and support that.
Wow, thank you so much. These crosses are going to be set up here until Tuesday. Reporting live, Tiana Bonner, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
3 sisters, one from Las Vegas, were at the Route 91 Harvest Festival, and they finally got a chance to finish the weekend they started. Last night, they reunited even stronger at the Jason Aldean concert in Southern California.
Fox 5's Mike Doria tells us about their journey this past year and how they've been able to face down the fear of last year's attack.
These boots were made for walking, but the last time they were worn was a year ago at the Route 91 Harvest Festival. They went running out.
What was it like putting those boots on this morning?
I've been waiting. I've been wanting to for a long time.
I felt the opposite. I felt sad, and I noticed the scratches and the scuffs on them.
This is their first concert as sisters since 1 October. All of the scars from the attack are underneath. Emotional cuts and bruises.
So the more like sadness or anger I feel, I try to like make someone feel the total opposite.
That's how she moves forward, moves beyond. The sisters were brave enough to accept 25 questions about healing that I put into a jar. Each took a few with the option to proceed or to pass. Their choice.
Is there any fear, even the tiniest bit, over attending concerts? Yes, the whole time, not even a tiny bit. I definitely do have a fear. I look all around.
On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest, where are you with emotional healing? Where would you like to be? I think it's more like a day-to-day basis, I feel.
This week was rough. She's been a 10, she's been a 1. At times, all the sisters have been deflated, but never defeated.
If you could say anything to the shooter, what would it be?
Oh, boy.
I would say joy wins.
At one point, answering any of the questions inside this jar would have been way too big for these sisters. But over the last year, it's been the little things that have helped them come out of their shell. The tokens of appreciation, the patches, the stars, even the gifts from clients. This one here is a bucket list, and look, use your powers for good today. That means the world to them.
Each thing that we wear represents, this represents my friend who was shot. This represents a friend that got us all this bracelet afterwards. This represents things that we did as a family.
And they don't just receive, they give. Starbucks gift cards with notes attached are handed out often. They're all about acts of kindness.
Whether it be buying them coffee or bringing a friend something.
Erin's question asked whether it's tough when she gets asked about that day.
I like to talk about it just because I feel like the more people that know about it, the people that are suffering aren't forgotten.
What is one question or thought you have had in your head that you just can't make leave? Why? Why he did it? And I don't think we'll ever know.
Do they have survivor's guilt? You bet. But their bond as sisters is better than ever. Their hearts bigger than they'll ever know.
I don't think there's really a day that goes by that we don't text each other, and I don't think that was the case before, and it wasn't on purpose. We're so grateful that we are alive, even if we don't know why.
Which Jason Aldean song became even more meaningful since October 1st? Different ones for different reasons. Definitely the ones that he was singing when the shots started, Any Old Barstool.
What was your best moment since 1 October? I think tonight's going to be pretty awesome.
They do this weekend every year, now an unstoppable tradition.
What is your new motto or mantra in life? I think it still has to go back with joy, and that sorrow and joy can go together.
We let them enjoy the concert without our cameras, but we checked in. Looks like these boots were also made for dancing, and it looks like Jason Aldean's lyrics win in the face of 1 October. Guess you didn't hurt me half as bad as you think you did. Mike Doria, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
And Ticketmaster reimbursed the sisters for their Aldean tickets.
The sisters used the money to buy even more gift cards for others. Well, it's a story of faith and food.
When we turned on the TV, it's like, oh my goodness.
And I was like, I was just there.
The first of our 1 October Storyteller series when we come back.
I drive your truck, I roll every window down, and I burn up every back road in this town. I find a field, I tear it up till all the paint's a cloud of dust. Yeah, sometimes I drive your truck.
In the year since 1 October, we have heard stories of hope, strength, and unity. That is where we focus our coverage. Tonight and tomorrow, we present 1 October Storytellers. You'll hear from our neighbors affected that night in their own words. Our first storytellers told us about faith, love, and lasagna.
I moved in 1996. I came here from New York, Brooklyn.
I moved here to Las Vegas in 2002.
I am a production tech.
Retired educator. I did end up joining the church, and that's when I kind of met this guy.
We were actually friends first. October 1st kind of just like changed everything. Our company does shows, concerts, conferences. I was on stage. On the side, but when the artists come on stage, you know, I show them where to stand and make sure all of their instruments and what have you is there. She invited me to dinner because I said, no, I can't leave.
He refused me.
Yeah. First of all, it's a great show. I'm in love with country music. At this point, it's an easy job. You're just on stage helping the artist. But then she said she was making lasagna.
I just don't know why I decided to cook it that night.
I think I was on 2 days of full overtime, so I was like, I'm not leaving work. But she said, lasagna, Italian food, and that was it. I went to her house. I kind of dozed off on the couch after I ate. You know, I woke up, I checked my phone. My kids were calling me and asked me, was I at Route 91? And I said, yeah, I left there about 3 hours ago.
When we turned on the TV, it's like, oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? It's like it's happening again. There's another tragedy.
And I was like, I was just there. I was just there. But I was like that. Some guilt, some remorse. Could have been me. Easy. It had to be God because I wasn't that good or that smart to meet up with her like that. So it took some intervention. He pulled me out of there. He brought us together. And we never left each other since then. We just fell in love instantly.
We weren't looking for love. We put our faith in love, our trust in love, and our trust and love for one another. And that's what that day did for us. There's no more time to waste. We have to be thankful for what we have. We need to be thankful for one another. We need to be thankful for what God has provided for us and live our lives. Just be the best version of ourselves that we can be and do it together.
We don't have girlfriends at our age. We're in our 60s. We said, so we thought about getting married, and she picked the date, actually, October 1st.
Our hearts still break for those that did not make it and those that are still in pain. But at the same time, I'm so thankful that he listened and came to dinner. And I believe that kept him out of harm's way. And that's how I feel about it. And so I want to honor that day. That's the day that God gave him to me.
Those first responders, my gosh. When there's danger and anybody's running away from it, that's real easy. To run toward it, that takes special people. That takes special people to run toward things. So we're going to honor them at our wedding. It's part of our story.
They are a part of us.
Yeah.
They don't even know it, but they're a part of us.
They're part of our story.
Gave us a new foundation for love, a new reason to love, a reason we hadn't had before.
I love you more than you would ever know.
John and Constance are getting married tomorrow evening at Mandalay Bay.
Today, hundreds ran in memory of the 58. Why the Vegas Strong 5K was more than just a run for the community when we come back.
Now, Fox 5 weather 24/7.
All right, we started the day off with a whole lot of sunshine, and then through the morning hours into the afternoon, the clouds started rolling in along the eastern half of the valley, and they continue to spread toward the western side. We are in the few hours before some pretty heavy rain is forecast to come into the Las Vegas Valley. We already saw some showers in parts of the valley and down and around Boulder City earlier today. This evening, right now it's 82 degrees. You can see it's mostly cloudy. Winds are from the southwest at 8 miles per hour. Humidity 42%. The dew point temperature is 57 degrees. 78 in Summerlin right now. North Las Vegas 82 degrees. At the lakes 81, and in Seven Hills it's 78 degrees. For the folks over in Pahrump, it's 78, and at Prim we have 76 degrees. Here's a look at the satellite radar loop. You can see all that stuff. You know, in Yuma, Arizona this afternoon, the rain associated with this Hurricane Rosa was falling at a rate of about 4 inches an hour. And the core, the heavier part of the rain bands, is still out in the Pacific. It's going to move on shore as we go through the overnight hours and into tomorrow. Here's a look as we pull out a little bit more for you to see what's happening. This whole storm system, by the way, skirted past San Diego and now is working its way up. The heavier rain bands, again, for the next 24 to 48 hours is going to be in the Mojave County area of Arizona, but it's also going to be moving up here, and that band of moisture and the clouds associated with what was Hurricane and what is still Hurricane Rosa is quite wide, and that's why we're going to pick up our own good rain event starting tomorrow. Most of the heavier stuff is going to be happening in and around the afternoon hours tomorrow into the evening, and then Tuesday as well. We have a flash flood watch that goes into effect tomorrow afternoon. It remains in effect right through into Tuesday evening. The rainfall rates here potentially, and again, we have to stress that this is not area-wide, valley-wide. There could be some pockets that will be seeing this type of rainfall, 1 to 2 inches per hour. However, if we look at the actual numbers that the computers are spitting out right now, it shows a little over 1/10 of an inch of rain for tomorrow, but almost 7/10 of an inch of rain for us on Tuesday. And we're not done on Tuesday. We could actually see some more coming in on Wednesday, just under 2/10 of an inch of rain. So the bottom line, by the time this is all said and done, we could be picking up about an inch, maybe a little bit more if the models are off just a little bit. But this is certainly going to be a good rain event. It's going to make for slippery conditions. So tomorrow morning, we're looking at some showers starting to develop, embedded thunderstorms coming our way as well, and much cooler temperatures also on the way. And you will notice them certainly over the course of the next several days. Tomorrow's high will be 87 degrees. We're looking at 83 on Tuesday, 81 on Wednesday. We move on into Thursday, 80, 81 on Friday, and into the 70s as our daytime high for next weekend. Our evening numbers are in the 70s and the upper 60s over the next 7 days. We'll see some windy conditions, breezy conditions as well as we head on into the start of the day tomorrow and the week as well. Let's look at weather. John and Christine will be back in just a moment.
I'm really looking forward to putting that ring on her finger. That's something that it's going to be special.
That's One October survivor Todd Winkie with his fiancée, Osha Collins.
The couple from Southern California, they are back in town to tie the knot tomorrow, and they're sharing their big day exclusively with Fox 5. The two were at the Route 91 Harvest Festival when they heard gunfire. Todd shielded Osha, and he was shot 3 times. The couple says they're still healing, but they wanted to turn October 1st into a positive memory, and they invited artist Sam Riddle to perform at their wedding. Sam is the one who wrote the song Vegas Strong.
I'm looking right at, a dude that took 3 bullets you know, and protected his girl, and now they're getting married. I mean, this is like storybook, you know, and I choose to make sure that we look at this whole thing positively, just like they're doing.
Fox 5's Tiana Bonner will be there as the couple creates new memories on October 1st. Hear their full love story tomorrow night at 10.
Runners from around the country came together to honor 1 October victims today. Hundreds showed up downtown this morning for the second Vegas Strong 5K. Organizers say the run was another way to show the strength of the community. Those who took part say the event meant more to them than just a run.
And some people are survivors, some people lost people, some people, you know, are running and in honor of somebody. So it's just great to be in the presence of everyone. So the run itself was just amazing.
All the money raised from today's run will help the ongoing needs of the 1 October survivors, including the Vegas Strong Scholarship Fund, Las Vegas Resiliency Center, and the Healing Garden.
There's a fundraiser happening right now at Stoney's Rockin' Country that will go until 2 a.m. All proceeds go towards #LoveWins, a fund for the families of the 58. Tomorrow morning at 6:30, you can head out to the Clark County Government Center Amphitheater for a sunrise remembrance ceremony. The tribute will include 58 seconds of silence. It's open to the public and parking is free.
Tomorrow, you can also donate blood from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Las Vegas Convention Center for the 1 October anniversary blood drive. This is video from last year. The line stretched out the door. People waited for hours just to donate. So many turned out, but there are people in need of blood all year round.
During your lunch hour tomorrow, you can join others in prayer at a vigil in the plaza of the Las Vegas City Hall. That's from 11:30 to 1 p.m. We have a list of all 1 October tribute events on our website. Head over to fox5vegas.com.
Governor Brian Sandoval is encouraging all Nevadans to wear Vegas Strong clothing tomorrow in honor of the victims and survivors. In a statement, Sandoval said, "Our great state has shown the country and the world what Vegas Strong is, and I think it is only right to show the world again on the 1-year anniversary." Sandoval is also reminding anyone who is at the Route 91 Harvest Festival to submit an application to the Nevada Victims of Crime program before the 1 October deadline. A place to mourn and a place to remember. Many survivors and families of the 58 found comfort in the Healing Garden.
Now the garden is getting a new permanent addition to pay tribute to all the victims of 1 October. Fox 5's Faith Tanner is out there now, and survivors, Faith, have turned the Healing Garden into an anniversary meeting place.
Yeah, that's right, John, Christine. People have been coming to visit the Healing Garden here in downtown Las Vegas all weekend, and many of those people are survivors of the shooting or family members of the 58 victims. And some have traveled from all over the country to be back here for the first anniversary. This Healing Garden has become such an important place for people to mourn and remember the lives lost on 1 October. And now, as you can see, the Healing Garden has a new look. These walls are meant to last longer than the original wood ones. The remembrance walls here hold pictures of the 58 victims. Their names are written on plaques, and there are also 58 stars. People can come here, take a look, and remember these victims, as well as learn a little bit more about them and even hang stuff on the wall in tribute to them. Now, there are a lot of people that are expected to be coming to the Healing Garden tomorrow for the anniversary of the tragedy, and there will also be 2 community events held here. The first is at 6:30. That is when the Remembrance Wall will be dedicated. And then later that night at 10:05, the mayor will be here, and she will be reading the names of all 58 people who lost their lives last year. Reporting live, Faith Tanner, Fox 5 News Local, Las Vegas.
One year ago, we met Bob Patterson at a makeshift memorial on the Strip, honoring his wife Lisa, who was killed in the shooting.
I just told my wife how great she was to me, and how she was the most beautiful thing and had the greatest smile and was such a warm, caring person. There was nobody that cared more about people and life more than my wife Lisa.
Robert, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm at a loss for words. I know this must be extremely difficult for you.
I don't know what to do. I'm just, that's why I'm out here so early in the morning. So I'm lost right now.
Thank you for talking to us and giving us your time.
I appreciate it.
October 1st, 2017 was the start of a new life for Bob and his 3 kids. Brooke, almost 9 now, Amber, who's turning 20, and Robert, a senior in high school. Bob and his son sat down with us to tell us how they've been able to move forward in the last year.
I didn't know what the year was going to hold for us. We still have really, really hard moments rather than hard days or hard weeks, but there's not a day that goes by that I don't have one of those moments where it just hurts.
It started out disastrous, but then it got better, and then right now I'd say we're doing okay. We all had to just recuperate and learn how to live this new life again.
For Bob, that new life means learning how to be the father and mother to his kids.
I can't fill her shoes. It's such a hard thing. I try. She was so dedicated to her children and just, you know.
She'd always be there for me, even when, like, I'd have a 2.5-hour away football game. She'd be on the car right behind the bus, traveling along.
Robert says his grades suffered after the shooting, but his high school football team helped distract him from reality.
Football was a big, like, depression reliever and stress reliever for me.
While Bob says some of the biggest changes,
it's different. It really is.
Are some of the smallest things he never gave much thought to.
I turned into the shopper, the clothes washer, the cleaner. I hadn't even paid a bill for 25 years. I do it all now. That's probably why I've lost so much weight, because I don't stop.
To be able to say they're okay now has come with a lot of support.
I got letters from all over the country.
We're all just passing them out and stuff, and they're all just full of love and support, and Brooke gets stickers sometimes, and Amber got necklaces, and it's super cool.
We had dinner brought to us for 3 months.
And much of that support came from our community.
Oh my gosh, there's just so many. Cheryl and Nicholas from Southwest Airlines, Patrick from the mortuary, Chief John Clausen, another lady that works for the fire department, her name is Kathy.
They've all made it like the best that they could for us, and we can't thank them enough for that.
It's what I call my collateral beauty. And so, you know, every time something bad happens, some good things will come of it, and that's what it is for me.
So as they still deal with the pain of the bad, they are looking toward the future with more good to come.
My family's my main focus right now.
I try to make it as easy for you as possible because I know you do so much for us.
Yeah. Oh.
Our 1 October Storyteller series continues tomorrow night on Fox 5 News at 10. Thank you for joining us.
And join us tomorrow for day-long special coverage, 1 October, 1 year later.
We'll share more stories of strength and tell you how the community has pulled together when the city needed it the most. Good night.